think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's Jean-Pierre. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. And he's in for the touchdown. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll go back to work on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Completes it in the middle. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Scanning the field, it's Jean-Pierre. He's going for a big play downfield. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He caught it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
At the 1-yard line, it's now 2nd and goal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Here comes the option. He's trying to get it in. And he burrows his way into the end zone.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Running behind that left side. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Jean-Pierre. Out of the backfield, he's open. Still on his feet at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space,
That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You've got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's McCourty. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
The give from the gun. Past the 30. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching them off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is.
Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. Open space, and boom, he's gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. To the ground with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The play action fake. Quarterback adapted. He'll pull it down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Quickly complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do.
Lofts one high and deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be 4th down.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Jean-Pierre. Firing to the right, complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got the back over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Lindsey. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The hand to the running back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right. Really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat. Maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
Looking downfield, it's Jean-Pierre. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It's now third down.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's got a touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Jean-Pierre. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead's extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking some.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Toss to the outside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Racing down the left side. Touchdown! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Back to pass, it's Jean-Pierre. Finds the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Just keeps moving. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. On the move at the 30. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And it'll be a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Hands it off. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Try to get it to the edge. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
Now, when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Jean-Pierre. They're working that left side. Slips one guy, and now he's loose.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, looking for a man. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Try to barge their way in. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here comes the punt team. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air, it's Jean-Pierre. Using the quick game. Crosses the 30, he's got away. There he goes to the right. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that? That I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. This thing has been wild, back and forth, up and down the field as we take a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are...
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. On the move, he fires. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Jean-Pierre. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on one time in that loss last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Punts it out of the air. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Working that left side now. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the...
He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Looking down the middle. It's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Let's go. The run to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Jean-Pierre. Got his man on the right. Smashes through the tackle. Snags him with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by a field goal over Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back open in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
By the defense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Makes the catch near the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and